The Servant's Ring, a musical. Music and lyrics by Jill Costanzo, book by Wayne Erreca. Act 2, Scene 1. The lights slowly rise on the alleyway at dusk, with the same trash cans against the wall next to the back door of Wally Kyung's Chinese restaurant. Stepping into view is Leo, followed by Caesar and Rupert. So, is that it? You're not speaking to me again. It looks that way. Caesar, he hasn't spoken a word since we ran. What I do? I was only looking out for welfare, and this is the treatment I get. It isn't bloody fair. He's not talking. Will you stop saying he's not talking? I've got ears, haven't I? It's just my observation. Try observating the cracks in the wall and leave me alone, Rupert. What a sourpuss. I think I'll do just that. Rupert begins to walk down the alleyway. I was just kidding. I'm not sure I like your sense of humor these days. Caesar throws an arm around Rupert's shoulder. I'm not angry with you, but I'm a little bothered by Mr. Silent there. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Mr. Silent. What's bothering you? It's clear the boy's off his rocker and then he's lost his marbles. Him talking about Camelot and King Arthur. And what about his flying on the back of a phoenix with Merlin and the magician? I tell you, this Leo, this boy, didn't honestly come by that ruby ring. It was either we taking what was ours to take, or his giving it to some nameless girl in a bookstore. Are you that stupid, Caesar? Do you really believe we're going to get away with this? I don't see any bobbies, do you? I've told you before, if the con doesn't work, then we let bygones be bygones, and never under any circumstance do we resort to violence. What are you talking? I just tapped him on the temple. I didn't kill him, but you could have. We don't muscle anyone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sure. I can't hear you. Sure. Now hand it over to me. What for? Because I said so. That's why. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to find the boy and give it back to him. And that's what I'm going to do. You can't do that! Watch me. Hand it over. Caesar holds it behind his back. What are you asking? Is crazy? I'll be the judge of that. I'm not asking again, Caesar. Give me the bloody ring. Rupert believes he hears something and goes up the alley to investigate. He soon runs back. Someone's coming. Take cover. It might be the Barbies again. The three hide behind the trash cans. Entering the alleyway is Mr. Blanchard and Heloise. This is deplorable, Mr. Blanchard. How much further is this God-forsaken place? My feet are hurting, and I'm hungry. Try not to complain, Heloise. You'll soon see it's well worth your discomfort. I'm seriously doubted. Mr. Blanchard comes to a stop. Well, fret no further, for I believe we've arrived. I know you're watching. You can come out now. Stepping into view is Caesar, while Leo and Rupert observe from a distance. Hello, sir. You're timely enough. I'm a man of my word. and I trust you haven't disappointed me. No, sir. I got it right here. Caesar holds the ruby ring up so Mr. Blanchard can plainly see it. Ah, yes. Quite exquisite. Bring it to me. Caesar quickly clutches it. First, we make the trade, as we discussed. You don't trust me? I didn't say that, did I? We're honourable men, sir. Toss me what I've got coming and I'll give you the ring. Surely you're not going to keep this fine lady from wearing her ring, are you? My ring? Oh, mine? Surprised? Heavens, yes. You never mentioned anything about a ring. That's because the best gifts are kept secret. I can't believe my eyes. It's a splendid ring. May I? Sorry, Mom. Not until the business is done. Business? Business? Did you hear what he said, Mr. Blanchard? You're trying my patience, good man. A deal's a deal, sir. And if I don't look out for myself, who's going to? What deal? Ask the mister, Mum. He knows what's to be done. What the devil is he talking about, Mr. Blanchard? What kind of deal? Mr. Blanchard reaches into his coat pocket, withdrawing a bundle of money. Is this what you're after? Yes, I believe so, sir. Heloise grabs the money from Mr. Blanchard's hand. You're not giving that to him? What are you doing? That's mine. Heloise inspects the envelope, seeing it filled with a large quantity of money. Over my dead body. Please, dear, you mustn't interfere. He's bloody right. Hand it over. The scoundrel's not seeing a single shilling. Sir, what in the world would you give anything to this old witch? Let's finish our deal and move on, I say. Old witch? I've never been so insulted in my life, and coming from a filthy bum at that. I'll tell you why, you flea-bitten alley varmint! As Heloise leads into song, the choreography should be seductively comical, involving herself and Caesar.
If a man really wants me, he must prove himself to me. They say all the good things in life are not free. Show me a man who can give it all to me, and I'll show you a woman who's pleased as can be. So be sure you can handle my financial appetite, or I just might make a scene. It would be such an ugly sight. You say that you want me, you'd better beware. I'll warm you up, then throw you out, I don't care. I'm a vamp, I'm a vixen, I'm a snake, I'm a cat, I'm a real merciless woman at that. Don't bother with flowers and candy I dread. I'll settle for $500,000 instead. How about a honeymoon to Paris? We could have breakfast in Rome, champagne at noon. While we rest on the terrace, I'll take your credit card, then send you home. For if a man really wants me, he crawls on his knees, rolls out the red carpet, lets me do as I please. tease. The touch of my lips will suck him dry to the bone. And when I'm through, I'll just leave him to moan. I'm a vamp, I'm a vixen, I'm a snake, I'm a cat, I'm a real merciless woman at that. Don't bother with flowers and candy I dread. Just hand me all of your possessions instead. How about a honeymoon to Paris? We could have breakfast in Rome. Be seen with you? Ha! Well, I'd be too embarrassed. You'd better stick around. I'll go alone. Yes, to know me is to love me. I'm quite hard to resist. Just behave as you're told. Do the chores on my list. For if you really want me, then do just as I say. I'll use you up and then I'll throw you away. I'm a vamp, I'm a vixen, I'm a snake, I'm a cat. I'm a real live merciless woman at that.
At the conclusion of the song, Heloise has successfully stripped the ruby ring from Caesar's hand. Hey, you bloody took my ring! Excuse me, but it's my ring, isn't that so, Mr. Blanchard? Why, of course, my dear. As Heloise places it on her finger, Caesar makes a move in her direction, but quickly stops when hearing the sound of Bobby's whistles. Where'd the Bobbies come from? I'd say it's time for you to leave. Not until I get what's mine. Caesar prepares to run off as the whistle grows closer. I'm afraid that's out of the question. Bye-bye. You haven't seen the last of me, you bugger. I'm sure you're right. So long. Farewell. You bloody double-crosser! I'll get you for this. Caesar rushes off, leaving Heloise and Mr. Blanchard to deal with the oncoming two Bobbies. Did you see which direction he went? That way. Was there anyone with him? No, he appeared to be alone. Thanks for the tip, sir. These characters are a slippery bunch. I've had reports of this gang for some time now. I see you've retrieved your ring. Yes, lucky me. You didn't see a young chap wearing a Renaissance costume, did you? Why, yes, I did. I came across him earlier after his chops beat him, and he had the gall to say they stole his ruby ring. How convenient of him, especially since he was the one who stole it from me. You wouldn't happen to know where we might find him, do you? I overheard the others saying something about the Cambridge bookstore on 5th and Remington Avenue. Perhaps you can find him there. The bookstore? I didn't hear him say anything about the bookstore. Of course not, dear. You were too busy admiring the beautiful ring on your finger. No, I distinctly heard nothing said about the bookstore. Well, what can I say? Who's going to argue with the pretty lady? Mr. Blanchard laughs, with the two Bobbies joining in. But what is sure is that we have the ring back, and we're safe from those dirty hooligans. Right you are, sir. Just so you know, we're closing off this alley from here on. We'll have security posted nearby. If those characters dare to show their face here again, it'll land them in the Queen's prison, it will. Well, if you'll excuse us, we'll be off to the bookstore on 5th and Remington Avenue. Thank you, gentlemen. Your service is greatly appreciated. The bobbies run off. How did they know we were here? I told them, naturally. Did you think I'd allow that filthy bum to take anything from us? Now, what do you say we go and share an expensive bottle of champagne? Before we do, please promise you'll never bring me to another hideous place like this. Never. I promise. You have my word on it. Shall we? Heloise puts her arm through his as they walk from the alley. As they disappear around the corner, Leo and Rupert rise from behind the trash cans. Fancy that! We've been had. What goes around comes around, they say. What are you talking? We've lost the ruby ring and Caesar's on the run. I fear we've lost something much greater, Rupert. What's that? Our home. Our home? Yes, our home. It may not appear like much, but it's all we've got, and now we've lost it. Look at it. I, for one, ain't going to miss this place. It'll be nice not being waked up by the garbage truck on Monday mornings, and I've grown rather tired of Chinese food all the time. Let's pick on Allie with Italian and Greek next time. That's the problem with you two. You don't understand the meaning of having a home. That's baloney, Leo. I don't know about you, but I'm off to find Caesar, and if you have any wit, you'll do the same. You heard him. This place isn't safe anymore. Are you coming? No. I'll catch up with you later. Are you crazy? I know this place means a lot to you, but you can't take it with you. I just want to take a last look, that's all. Bobby's rushing about. It may just be your last look if you're not careful. Go on, Rupert. I'll catch up with you. I need some time alone. Are you sure? I'm sure. All right, then. I'll see you later. Yeah. If I don't see you soon, I'm coming back for you. You hear? Loud and clear. Now get on with you. Rupert rushes off, leaving Leo in the alley alone. He looks around, capturing his last images of what was his home. The lights dim to black. Act 2, Scene 2. The lights slowly rise on the bookstore as Jason is seen carrying a box of books. Mandie soon appears.
That's it. Set it on the floor and we'll give it a good looking through.
Here?
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Mandie drops to her knees and begins going through the contents of the box, lifting one book after another, thumbing through the pages. What now, my lady?
First, call me by my name.
As you wish, Mandie.
Better. Now help me look through this box, if you don't mind.
What are we looking for?
A will.
A will? Well, what's a will?
You don't know what a will is?
No.
A will is a legal document one has drawn up for the transferring of possessions, be it currency or tangible items, to another upon their death.
Death?
Yes, in this case, my father.
How?
He just did. He got old and his body gave out and he couldn't go on any longer. Nothing strange about it, really. We all die sooner or later, don't we?
Yes. I'm sorry about your father, Mandie.
So am I. He taught me to hold my chin up and never to carry any regret into the coming day.
He must have been a good man.
He was a very good man, the best.
I too lost my father and mother to the plague.
The plague?
Yes. As an infant, I was taken by those who courted the dead and given to the abbey where I stayed until I was handed over to the keeper of the Ram's Trough Inn.
How awful, but are you sure it was from the plague?
Oh, yes. The Great Plague. It killed many, I was told.
But Jason, there hasn't been a plague in Europe for over 500 years.
Impossible? For I am but 20.
I don't know how you can say this to me.
What?
How can you sit there and continue to speak of things that I know don't exist?
All I say is truth. You have my word on it.
I don't mean to be bullish or pry into your business, but your countless tales of Camelot and Merlin, the magician, are stretching my patience.
You don't believe me?
It's not that I don't want to trust you.
Did I not explain them well?
Quite the contrary, for I envision clearly all that you describe, but I have to listen to my good reason.
I'm not a liar,
I'm
Mandie.
not saying you're a liar.
If I had not lost King Arthur's ring, doubt would not be filling your heart as we speak.
Ring or no ring, you can't expect me to believe in your quest.
But there is a ring, Mandie. A most wonderful ring.
If all you say is true, and King Arthur's ring exists, where is it then?
As I said before, I was stricken and wrong.
Jason, I'm going to tell you something. When I was a very young girl, my father would read to me bedtime stories from a book titled The Adventures of Camelot. He cherished that book more than any other and shared his love for it. What I liked most was the nobleness of the time. Everyone within had purpose and honor. When I fell asleep, I dreamt of one day being a princess in King Arthur's court, listening to Merlin's fantastic stories and watching noble knights parading down cobblestone streets.
You do believe? I see it in your eyes.
No, what you see is the hopefulness of a young girl, but I've grown up now and cannot allow myself the luxury to believe in things that are only make-believe.
No, my lady.
I'm not your lady.
But Merlin says you are.
Stop it.
Mandie rises from the floor and her arms crossed.
I've got to be honest with you, Jason. Your heart is good, but it's impossible for me to accept your tale. Please don't be offended, for I cannot go where you wish to lead.
I don't believe you.
As much as I'd like to believe you, I must say no. I don't want to hurt you.
Merlin said you were the one, and I believe him.
Where's Merlin, Jason?
I don't know. He comes and goes freely as a bird.
Did you hear what you just said?
Clearly.
People don't fly like birds, Jason.
He does!
Nor does Camelot, King Arthur, Merlin, or evil sorcerers exist outside of a book.
You're wrong! I know they're real, for I live there.
You pretend to, that's all.
Where is your faith?
I've learned that the world is a much different place than the one you describe. Our leaders are not noble, and merchants sacrifice the souls of millions for profit. Deception is the popular language of our day, and populace like cattle being led to slaughter. Faith, you say? If only Camelot did exist, I'd eagerly give you everything for such a place.
I've got an idea, Mandie.
Where are you going? Please wait.
No, my lady. I know what I must do.
What are you talking about?
I'm off to take back what is mine.
But where?
When I see you next, I shall place King Arthur's ruby ring in your palm, and then you shall have your Camelot. Bid me well, fair lady. Jason exits from the front door, and once outside stops, leaning with his back against the wall, as Mandie rushes to the window for one last look. In not seeing him, She too leans with her back against the wall as they each begin to sing.
Believe in yourself and you shall see that dreams of the past can truly be, for time waits an answer through me. I think she's the one, she truly cares. I look in her eyes, her faith is there. How long will she take to trust in me?
All I hear are dreams I fear, and yet I feel he's real. I have seen deep in his eyes, and I see no disguise. Can it be simple as just that? Is she the one? Imagine that. This could mean everything to me.
Believe in yourself and you shall see that dreams of the past can truly be, for time waits an answer through me. I think she's the one, she truly cares. I look in her eyes, her faith is there. How long will she take to trust in me?
Can it be simple as just that? Is she the one? Imagine that.
This could mean everything to me.
Can it be simple
It can be
as
simple
just
as
that?
just that.
Is he the one?
Is she the
Imagine
one? Imagine
that.
that. This could mean everything to me.
Why is it that everything seems real? I don't understand this way I feel. Why does he keep staring at me?
Jason rushes off as Mandie opens the front door for one last look. Edith soon appears from the staircase. Where's the little knight-errant?
He's gone.
Gone. Where to?
I don't know.
What happened?
It started with the plague.
Did I hear you right? The plague?
Yes, he told me his parents died in the Great Plague.
That does it. You promised we'd send him off if he got any stranger, and that's weird enough. Good riddance to him. We're the better for it now, I say.
But he's so sweet, Edith. I don't know if he can help himself.
No wonder your father wanted me looking after you. You haven't any sense when it comes to people.
Spare me the reprimand. I hardly know him, but my heart's broken, Edith.
You're not going to get teary-eyed on me, are you? Trust me, he's no match for you.
Who is my match?
Someone who isn't living in a bloody fairy tale. That's your match.
But he's gentle and kind.
And without a shilling or a dime.
And he's good.
Listen to yourself. Be thankful he's gone. What do you see in him?
He's a boy. He's just a boy. He's full of life. He's full of dreams. His heart is good, or so it seems. He's just a boy. And I might say I like his smile, and he's just here for a short while. I think he's cute. He means no harm. He's just a boy.
The lights slowly fade to black as Mandie looks out the window, with Edith stepping forward and wrapping her arms in comfort around her. Act 2, Scene 3. The lights rise on the empty alleyway behind Wally Young's Chinese restaurant. Entering is Jason, looking behind a few trash cans. Hello? Is there anyone here? Leo? Caesar? Rupert, if you'll hear me, please answer, for I have an important request to make. As he searches, he is met with only silence. I'm not leaving until I talk with you. Please come out. There is a loud groan from behind a large garbage container. Oh, what's all the racket? Lifting himself into view is an annoyed, shabbily dressed, elderly bum. Where's your manners? I'm sorry, sir. Oh, sir, I haven't been called that in 3 decades. What trouble are you up to, boy? No mischief, sir. I seek 3 fellows, Leo, Caesar, and Rupert. Do you know their whereabouts? I knew it. They bloody thieved you as well. What is it? Your billfold, your cycle, your favorite hat? What is it? My ring. Your ring? What sort of ring? Gold? Silver? Diamond? Ruby? But not just any ordinary ring, sir. Either it is or isn't. Which is it, boy? What makes this ring so special? It's King Arthur's ring, sir. The bum fiddles with his beard before replying. You mean to say the King Arthur's ring? Yes, sir. From Camelot? That's the one. Where Merlin the magician lives? Yes, sir. Oh, well, yes, indeed, it must be a very special ring, then. It is. Will you help me find them, sir? Help you? Yes, sir. What do I get if I do? I don't know, sir. Have you got any money? No. Possessions? No. Neither of these have I. All I have is what you see. Oh, rats! You're a silly boy. How can you expect help when you have nothing to offer? I do have something, sir. What is it? I have a quest I can share. Quest? I can't eat a quest, boy. Is a quest going to keep me warm when it's cold? No. It can fill your soul as it does mine. No greater wealth is there than that. The bum fingers his scraggly beard as he contemplates his answer. What guarantee do I have that my heart will be filled? I'm not sure, sir. Not sure? What's the matter with you, boy? Are you tricking an old man? No, sir. I think you waked me for naught and robbed me of my time. I don't work pittance, boy. Do I look like a derelict to you? Let me rephrase that for you. Do I look like a man whose time isn't valuable? No, sir. Good answer. Well, my time is valuable, but I'll have to refuse your request. Good luck, boy. Try not being so noisy as you leave. The old bum disappears behind the garbage container. Jason, rejected and lost, begins to walk away, but stops and turns. I'm sorry to bother you again, but what should I do, sir? The bum rises once again. Why are you asking me? You appear wise, and I'm in need of counsel. Are you blind? What's this old bum got for you? Answers, sir. The bum takes a silent moment.
When searching for answers to problems that encumber you, you must look beyond the obvious to see that one's poor misfortune in turn will be another's victory. Walking through forests, looking out for stones that you may step on along the way, can cause you to miss all the beauty that a forest may display. You just have to follow your heart. It's really all you can do. The answers will come to you if you just follow your heart. Please make no mistake, your heart will show you the path you need to take.
I can't make sense of what you're telling me. Please, sir, explain, for I am running out of time.
Stop your self-obsessing and start helping those in need. And you will find that the good you try to do for others will come right back and do good for you. It's as simple as this, an opportunity you would not want to miss. You just have to follow your heart. It's really all you can do. The answers will come to you if you just follow your heart. Please make no mistake, your heart will show you the path you need to take.
I can't make rhyme or reason out of this, although I know the wisdom that you speak is true.
Don't worry about the details. It's expected from one who's as young as you.
Time will not wait, and I fear there's so much to be done. I am falling, and I'm calling to you to show me the way.
just have to follow your heart. It's really all you can do. The answers will come to you if you just follow your heart. Please make no mistake. Your heart will show you the path you need to take.
As the song concludes, Leo and Rupert enter the alleyway. Jason, distracted by their arrival, loses sight of the elderly bum slipping away. "Sir, tell me your name. Where are you?" Jason moves quickly in search of the missing bum. "Don't leave me." "Boy." "Leo, I've been looking for you." "And I you. I'm glad to see you're in one piece. Shouldn't we be off? The bobbies are looking for us, Leo." "In a minute, Rupert. In a minute." "My ring. Do you have my ring, sir?" "No, I don't, but I know who he does." Soon we see Caesar's head peering from behind a wall. "Who is this person, and where shall I find them?" "Her name is Heloise. We left her last at the bookstore on 5th and Remington Avenue." "Heloise? Do you know her?" "She's the stepmother of the proprietor of the bookstore. Her name is Mandie." "I see you finally know her name." "Caesar's not going to like this, Leo. He's got other ideas for that ring, he does." "I don't care. It's time we did right and help Jason to get back what's his, I say." "But Caesar won't stand for it. You can't betray your friend." "Friend or no friend, I need a change in my life." "What are you talking? Where's that going to lead you? A man with no friends has nothing." "Maybe you're right, Rupert, but I'm taking a different direction." And how are you going to get there?" "I'm going to follow my heart." "That's crazy, Leo. You've gone over the falls this time." "We need to return to the bookstore and recover King Arthur's ring. Are you with me, Leo?" "Right you are, Jason. Let's be on our way." "Stop and think about what you're doing, Leo. This is no bloody quest. It's madness." "Oh, but it is. It is the greatest quest, for the future of King Arthur is at hand." "Rubbish! This is no quest, and you're certainly no bloody knights. You're just a couple of dirty bums like me." "No! I'm following my heart, Rupert. It seems crazy, but that's the beauty of it. The whole damn world's crazy, but now for the first time in my life I'm doing what I've always wanted. Why can't there be quest? Who says we're not knights? Why not? Are we not noble in our own right? To hell with other standards for success and failure, rich and poor. By God, I'm a knight in heart and soul, and I'm a knight, and I will fight for what is right. From this day forth I'm ruled by no other. I dare any man to affront my noble task, for surely he shall be brought low. For 'tis I, Sir Leo the Knight, protector of King Arthur's ring." We see Caesar dart off as the lights quickly drop to black. Act 1, Scene 4. The lights slowly rise on the bookstore, with Mr. Blanchard and Heloise standing at the counter. Mr. Blanchard is ringing the bell, bringing Edith down the staircase. "I hear you, I hear you. Are you trying to make me go deaf?" "May we speak with Mandie, please?" "What's this about?" "I believe he just asked to speak to Mandie." "I heard him. Now what's this about?" "Well, it's a matter of scheduling. This is the day you're supposed to vacate the premise, and I'm here to make sure things go properly. You'll have to discuss this with Mandie. That's precisely why he's asking for her. Where is she? Why didn't you say so from the start? Look, we really don't want to be difficult. Is Mandie available or not? If I knew, I'd tell you, but I haven't the slightest idea where she's at. I don't like your attitude. Well, get over it then. I'm rather busy at the moment. You can stay or go for all I care, but I don't have another second to waste on you. Edith exits up the stairs. Why, you stubborn pet bull! Now, dear, don't allow yourself to get ruffled. She'll be out of our hair soon enough. Quickly barging into the bookstore is Caesar. There you two are. I've got a few words for you. Calm yourself, my good man. There's no need to raise your voice. We hear you clearly. They're on their way. Coming to fetch that bloody ring on your finger. Coming? Who's coming? My ring? They can't do that. So, what is your purpose in offering this generous information? I think you might consider paying me what I've got coming for giving your due warning. Not a single shilling, Mr. Blanchard. Can't you see he's playing us? On second thought, Heloise, I see there is a business arrangement that can be made. Business arrangement? What sort of business arrangement? I have a servant that needs feeling. What kind of service? Pest control. I'm no bloody bud crusher. Of course you're not. But your qualifications measure up for the task. What task? Stop beating around the bush and out with it. Mr. Blanchard reaches into his coat pocket, bringing forth a small revolver. What's this? A revolver. I'm no trigger man. You're bloody crazy. Mr. Blanchard pulls out a large envelope of money from his coat pocket. This can be yours. Let me hold it. Mr. Blanchard hands over the envelope of money, which Caesar quickly looks over. Do you like the way it feels? Why wouldn't I? It's my bloody money. Not unless you agree to my terms of service, it isn't. Let's just say, if I did decide to do this thing, what exactly is it I'm to do? I'd like for you to take care of a small nuisance. Are you asking what I think you're asking? Yes, I believe so. Who is it, Jason? I believe you've already met. You mean the boy from Camelot? That's the one. I don't like him much, but I can't see any reason to do him like that. What's he done to deserve it? Are you blind? Look at what you're holding. If you lived to be 100, you'd never see that sum. Now stop being difficult and asking so many stupid questions. Don't talk to me that way, you bloody witch. Now, let's not lose our tempers. Be mindful that business arrangements like this don't pass your way very often. Why should you care about him anyway? He means nothing to you. This is your opportunity to profit for once in your life. Don't be a fool and let it pass you by. Mr. Blanchard puts the revolver in Caesar's hand. There you are. Be careful. It's loaded. Now find yourself a convenient hiding place, and whatever you do, aim carefully and don't miss. Caesar reluctantly follows his orders and disappears from sight. How do you know he won't shoot one of us? I took all the bullets except for one. So that leaves at least one of us standing alive, doesn't it, my dear? That's not much of a comfort. Rushing into the room from the rear is Mandie. How dare you barge into my bookstore? Correction, my bookstore. I'm here for my ring. Hand it over. I don't know what you're talking about. The bloody ring on your finger. Mr. Blanchard, what are you going to do about this? You took what is mine and I want it back. Well, I'm afraid you'll have to get over it because it's mine and it's staying on my finger. Hand it over, you old witch, or I'll break it off. Who are you to be talking to me this way? Why, you're nothing but a dirty, low-down, flea-infested, welfare-sucking transient. How dare you talk to me this way? Entering the room from the rear is a shabbily dressed elderly bum from the alleyway. His arrival quiets the rest until he begins to sing.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Things may not always be what they seem. Look deep within, you'll discover just what I mean. Don't underestimate free spirits. Great minds come from all kinds, you see. Open your eyes, there's a much deeper reality. Don't base knowledge on the size of the college, it's just a fallacy. My dear woman, although I may be a little untidy around the perimeter of my stature, I can assure you that I have been educated by the great schools of the world. However, my life brought me too much money, greed, and superficiality. So don't be fooled, it's not how one is schooled, it's how much one can love with their heart. Their heart. Don't make conclusions on just guesses. Try to make some room to see the light. Looks don't always show what one possesses. Now am I wrong, or am I right?
The formula E equals mc squared was the basis of a theory. Yes, it started right there. But the formula of love, we must be aware, it has quite a different meaning that you can't compare.
Look at me, I am plain and simple, yet I can see all the pain and sorrow. Can it be that you find true answers? We must all be ready to take chances.
Honesty's the only key to freedom. It's all that really matters in the end. Sincerity is what we need to count on, and others on whom we know we can depend.
Look at me, I am plain and simple, yet I can see all the pain and sorrow. Can it be that
was the
to
basis of a
find
theory. Yes, it
true
started right there. But the formula of love, we must be aware, it has quite a different meaning that you can't compare.
Look
The formula
at me,
is
look
the
at
only
me.
squared
I
with the
am
basis of a
playing
theory. Yes, it started
a
right there. The formula of love, we
I
must be aware, it has quite a different meaning that you can't compare. The formula is equals MC squared with the basis of a theory. Yes, it started right there. But the formula of love, we must be aware, it has quite a different meaning that you can't compare. You must look within to see the light. Don't judge a book by its cover. Things may not always be what they seem. Look deep within, you'll discover just what we mean. Young or old is not the issue. Rich or poor, you can't compare. It's how much life you've lived, yes, that's the issue.
If you can love,
If you can feel, if you can care.
Leo grabs the ruby ring off Heloise's finger. Ah! He's robbed me of my ring! My ring! He's taken my ring! Caesar jumps into the room with the revolver aimed at Leo. You mean my bloody ring? Correction. We have a business arrangement. Don't forget. Well, I just made an addendum to your little business arrangement. You can't do that! Can't I? Hand it over, Leo. You'd know I can't do that, Caesar. Don't think I won't do it if you stand in that way. I know you better than that. You'd never hurt me or anyone. You haven't the heart for it. You can't see what's in my heart. I've got to look out for myself, and you're blocking my way. Caesar pulls the hammer back in a cocked position. I'm not asking again, Leo. Don't be stupid. Hand it over. Jason moves between the revolver and Leo. You have to shoot me then. I'm the one who's entrusted with the ring, and I have a quest to fulfill. Hand me the ring, Leo. Not a bloody inch, Leo. Don't think I won't shoot. The ring, Leo. Time is at hand. There is a tense moment of decision as Jason holds his outstretched hand to Leo.
Wait!
Mandie steps between the revolver and Jason.
If you're going to shoot, try me. For all that I cherish is being taken from me this day. With my last breath, I shall know I did a noble deed in protecting King Arthur's ring.
Well, are you going to shoot or not? They've got my ring. You're too nice a boy to be holding this. Now go on and join your friends. Caesar humbly moves by Rupert's side. Leo? Leo hands the ring to Jason. Mr. Blanchard, are you just going to stand there? They're taking my ring. Jason moves to Mandie and takes her hand. Hold on, Jason. First, you need to know you have a choice. A choice? If she wears the ring, believing it's King Arthur's, it shall break the evil spell. You can choose to return to Camelot, or remain where you are now. Merlin, is that you? It is I. If you choose Camelot, you must go alone. But if you stay here, it will be forever. Give me your answer before you place the ring. If I choose to stay, I will be barred from Camelot? That you will, and for all time. Jason looks at Mandie. Tell me this. Do you believe this ring's rightful owner is none other than King Arthur? This is a crock of nonsense, Mr. Blanchard. What do you plan to do to get my ring back? Please, Heloise. Your screeching is troubling my ears. Mandie looks to Edith, the bum, and back to Jason.
Yes. Though my mind retreats, my heart steps forward. I will be honored to wear the ring of King Arthur.
Then I too must decide. Looking to Merlin, then to Mandie. I do love the place of my birth, but a greater love I must now follow. For this I offer my hand, my lady, if you will have me. Mandie takes hold of his hand, as Jason then places the ring on her finger. There is an immediate exhilaration felt between one and all, except for Heloise and Mr. Blanchard. So, it is done. The spell is broken. Your game is lost. That may be, but I still retain ownership of the Cambridge bookstore. Mr. Blanchard picks out a book from the bookshelf. He takes note of its title. What have we here? The Adventures of Camelot. How ironic I should choose this one. What the bloody in hell are you talking about, Mr. Blanchard? Stop playing with books and fetch my ring at once! As he opens the pages of the book, out falls a piece of paper, fluttering to the ground. Quickly, Leo picks it up and reads aloud. My last will and testament, Mr. Theodore Jennings. He quickly hands it to Mandie. Your father's will?
This is proof of ownership, and from this day forward, I demand you both to leave my bookstore.
What? Mr. Blanchard, this cannot be. Can't it? Oh, I'm so confused. I'm afraid so, my dear. Unfortunately, you're on your own, for I must return from whence I came. Return? To where? Why, Camelot, of course. Camelot? Yes, Camelot. Oh, Camelot! You're all bloody crazy and I'm getting out of here before I'm infected by this insanity! Heloise rushing out, pulling her hair and screaming. King Arthur reigns once again, kind wolf. Oh, don't be so boastful, Merlin. It's so unattractive. The lights in the bookstore mysteriously go out, leaving temporarily in darkness. When the lights once again appear, absent are both the elderly bum and Mr. Blanchard and Heloise. They're gone. Yes, back to Camelot. What now, Mandie? What do you suppose we do now, Caesar? We've got to keep an eye out for the Morbis, we do.
Wait, everyone! I've got a splendid idea.
Listen up, everyone. She's got a splendid idea.
This old place needs a lot of loving care, and my father would want it that way.
What are you talking?
It's plenty big enough to house the lot of us, and there's a fair share of work to go round.
What? Yes, work, Caesar.
Why don't we join together and make this place proud?
What a grand and wonderful idea, Mandie. Yes, no more sleepless nights out in the cold. I feel like I've been a lady in waiting all my life, and this smells like a new beginning. On second thought, it's not half a bad idea. We'll have the Barbies all far back, and a place to call our home. Yes, Caesar, a glorious home.
Tell me, can you see the individuality? For there's a flip side to everything. It's so clear to me, and most would quite agree, that there's a flip side to everything.
Honesty's the only key to freedom. It's all that really matters in the end. Sincerity is what we need to count on, and others on whom we know we can depend.
Look at me, I am plain and simple, yet I can see all the pain and sorrow. Can it be that to find true answers we must be aware it has quite a different meaning that you can't compare. Look at me, I am plain and simple, yet I can see all the pain and sorrow. Can it be that to find true must all be aware it is quite a different meaning that you can't compare.
You must look within to see the light. Don't judge a book by its cover. Things may not always be what they seem. Look deep within, you'll discover just what we mean. Young or old is not the issue. Rich or poor, you can't compare. It's how much life you've lived, yes, that's the issue.
If you can love,
If you can feel